Welcome back to my studio. Today I am going to be working on Junk Journal January, and we are on day 12, Torn Edges. And hopefully you are all staying warm. I live in the Midwest and we have lots of snow and we are bracing for cold. So in the comments, let me know where you're from and if you also are about to freeze your tail off for the next 10 days. This prompt, Torn, these are some pages from Daphne's diary. I assume, you know, if you're an artsy-fartsy type that you've seen Daphne's diary. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make a triple pocket. And this first pocket, so it's only going to be one page in my journal, so it's going to be here. So I need a piece about the size of the whole thing. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this right at the edge of the text. I'm sorry if I just got my hair in there. You know, when you're old, you got to lean forward sometimes. Okay, start in the middle and I'll push out. It doesn't have to be exact, but this is going to be... Gotta keep that text because it could be exciting. The bottom pocket, just kind of measured against my page loosely. And there's my little crease. Okay, and the prompt is torn, so it doesn't have to be exact. Also, if you've watched any of my other videos, nothing has to be exact because it's your journal. And it's a junk journal. And so what I'm going to do now is I want to keep this poem for something later. And I think I want the top of this butterfly and this one. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This is... the size of my page right here, and I want my pocket to be a little shallower so that I can tuck things in and I don't cover the previous pocket. So what I'm doing, turning this one around. Hopefully I'm still in the camera shot. I'll move over here. I'm going to rip this one. So this is the size of my page. And I want to keep that poem. I'm going to pull my page out now. I want to keep this poem. And I'd like to keep the edge of that butterfly. But, you know. I think about there. I'm tearing. I love these little rulers. My hubby bought them for me for Christmas. They make kind of a cool little edge. You can put the link. Okay, so now this one's going to glue down. I'm going to have a pocket here. I'm going to have a pocket here. And then I want this, but I think I know the prompt is torn, so I'm gonna follow the rules and I'm gonna break the rules. That's the great thing about being an artist, you know, you can follow the rules when you want and then you can break them at other times and people will say, oh, they're so creative. I don't really consider it creative. I just like consider it fearless. I'm just gonna go for it. Just go for it and don't worry about it. And if you don't like it, put it in your scrap pile. And tear another piece out of another Daphne's Diary. All right, so what I want to do is I want to keep this chicken. I want to keep the other chicken, so I'm going to use the ruler here to help me. And I'm going to tear along here and here. And then I'm going to cut around these grapes. I really was going to tear all of it, but then I saw these grapes. And they're really pretty. And I might be hungry. But they are really pretty. And so I couldn't just use part of them. I mean, I could have used half for this and half for something else, but look how cute. Okay, so now let's bring the book back in. For this, I am not using matte gel medium. I'm also not using a brush. What I am using, this is my largest page, just so that you know, is Aleene's Memory Glue. The reason that I like this glue is because it dries really fast. Okay. And now I'm just gonna lay it. I'm not going to put it all the way up against the fold because that's what starts to make your book open further and further out, you know. So we're going to go a little out and we're going to push that down. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to take our next one and we're going to do the same. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, and I probably should have done this beforehand, but I didn't, so it's okay. I'm gonna put some color on this edge. These are my Pitt Artist pens, brush pens. The nice thing about them is that they have a lot of pigment. There we go. Because that one's kind of the middle one. I guess I could do a little on this one. You also could do this with, you know, the distress ink and the little sponge. I didn't grab that. So I'm just using this. There we go. And then this last one, we'll do a little down here by the chicken. Just to get that edge. Okay, so now I've got these pockets and I grabbed a little prayer card. I bought these at the dollar store. I love them. And it has a Bible verse on it from Proverbs. And they're wonderful. Let's see if it's going to fit. It's not going to fit. Of course. So I think what I'm going to do... They're really pretty. And sometimes I just put other things on them. Like glue over them to make like a journal card. This. There we go. And then I have another one of those kind of card things. Again, this one's already rounded, and I am going to use the gel medium. Just grabbed a scrap of paper. Whoops. Whoa, Nelly, huh? And I grabbed this piece of tissue with a butterfly on it. And I'm not going to glue the whole thing down because I want it to have a little bit of movement. And I know it's probably going to get caught on the pocket, but I'm willing to take the chance. So, there we go. Card. It's still wet, but this one will tuck in here, and then now I've got this. I'll do it with a small one. This tuck spot. We've got this tuck spot, and we've got a tuck spot back here. So we have 3 places to tuck things. And all of the edges are torn. So thank you for joining me while I make, create, and imagine in my art studio. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you were inspired or you learned something, I would also appreciate it if you would like or subscribe. And don't forget to tell me in the comments if you're out there somewhere and you are freezing cold too. It's a reason to stay in your art room for a week and not come out. Thanks for watching.